Welcome back, rare coins, all-world coin lovers and treasure hunters. If you're a fan of rare and valuable coins, then this is a video you won't want to miss. Today, we're diving into the world of the 1985 United States 5-cent coin, also known as the nickel. While nickels are typically considered low-value currency, there's a particular 1985 5-cent piece that could be worth a fortune. You may be holding on to one of these rare coins without even realizing it. Stick around as we explore the history, rarity, and incredible value of this seemingly simple coin. The 1985 5-cent coin is part of the long-standing nickel series in the United States, which has been in circulation since 1866. The design of the coin, featuring President Thomas Jefferson on the obverse and his home, Monticello, on the reverse, has remained largely unchanged for over a century. This particular design is called the Jefferson nickel, and it has been beloved by collectors for many years. But why exactly does a 1985 version of the nickel stand out from the rest? First, let's take a look at the historical context behind the 1985 5-cent coin. By 1985, the U.S. was in a period of economic growth following the turbulence of the 1970s and early 1980s. This was a time when coins like the nickel were in daily circulation, used for everything from buying candy to paying for bus rides. The 1985 nickel, like many others, was produced in large quantities, which means they were fairly easy to find at the time. However, as the years passed, coins like the 1985 nickel slowly began to vanish from circulation. Many were either lost, spent, or simply worn down due to frequent use. But here's the kicker: finding a 1985 nickel in uncirculated, mint condition today is increasingly rare, and it's this scarcity that gives this coin significant value. So, what makes this particular coin so valuable? The answer lies in the condition, rarity, and, of course, any potential minting errors. Coins that are found in pristine, uncirculated condition are highly sought after by collectors. These coins have minimal to no wear from use, which makes them appear almost as though they were just minted yesterday. Over the years, the demand for well-preserved coins has surged, and collectors are always on the lookout for examples that stand out from the rest. In addition to uncirculated condition, another factor that can make a 1985 nickel especially valuable is the possibility of minting errors. Minting errors occur when there's a mistake during the production process, such as an off-center strike, double dyes, or incorrect metal mixtures. These errors can make a coin unique, which is why collectors are often willing to pay top dollar for them. If you happen to find a 1985 nickel with any sort of minting flaw, you could be holding on to something very special. Now, you might be wondering how much a 1985 5-cent coin could be worth. Well, the value of this coin depends heavily on its condition. While a typical 1985 nickel in average condition might only be worth a few cents, one that is in pristine, uncirculated condition can be worth significantly more. But the real value comes into play when you factor in rare minting errors or unique characteristics. In fact, a 1985 nickel with a rare minting error or found in exceptional condition could fetch a price that would make any collector's jaw drop. If you're lucky enough to have one of these rare 1985 5-cent coins in your collection, or if you happen to find one while coin hunting, don't just dismiss it. It could be worth an incredible $60,000. That's right, $60,000. It's hard to believe that a simple nickel, one that might have once been used to buy a handful of candy, could be worth such a massive amount of money. But that's the beauty of coin collecting. It's not just about the face value of the coins you find. It's about the history, rarity, and condition of each piece that makes them valuable. If you have a 1985 5-cent coin in your possession, be sure to take a closer look at its condition. Is it well preserved, free from scratches, or discoloration? Does it show any signs of wear or damage from being in circulation? If your coin is in exceptional shape or has any kind of noticeable minting error, you could be sitting on a small fortune. And if you're still unsure whether your 1985 nickel is worth anything special, consider getting it professionally graded by a trusted numismatic expert. A professional grading service can give you an accurate assessment of the coin's value, confirm its authenticity, and help you determine if it's worth selling or holding onto for future appreciation. In conclusion, the 1985 5-cent coin is far more than just a piece of currency, it's a potential treasure trove waiting to be discovered. Whether it's the scarcity of an uncirculated coin, a rare minting error, or simply a well-preserved specimen, the 1985 nickel holds the potential to be worth an impressive $60,000. So, next time you're rummaging through your coin collection or checking your spare change, remember, there may be a hidden fortune in your hands. Today, we have something incredibly special for all of you rare coin hunters. We're about to dive into the world of the 1991 United States 5-cent coin, more commonly known as the nickel. While most people think of these coins as small change, there's one 1991 nickel that could be worth a staggering amount of money. Stick around as we uncover the history, the significance, and why this humble little coin could be worth far more than you might imagine. Now, let's start by taking a look at the history behind the 1991 5-cent coin. By 1991, the U.S. economy was in a period of steady growth. The early 90s marked the tail end of the Cold War and the start of the tech boom, which would change the face of global industries. The 1991 nickel, produced as part of the ongoing Jefferson nickel series, represents a time when change was in the air. The coin itself was minted in the same style as the previous series, featuring Thomas Jefferson on the obverse and his iconic home, Monticello, on the reverse. It's a simple, elegant design that's become a hallmark of the U.S. Mint for over a century, but here's the catch: even though the 1991 5-cent coin was produced in relatively large quantities, it has become increasingly rare to find one in exceptional condition today. Over time, many of these nickels circulated widely, eventually becoming worn down or damaged. So, if you have a 1991 nickel that has managed to escape the ravages of time and is in mint or uncirculated condition, you might be holding a coin worth a lot more than 5 cents. You might be asking, why is the 1991 nickel so valuable? Well, there are a few reasons for this. First and foremost, it's the rarity of finding one in uncirculated condition. When a coin is in mint condition, it means that it was never used in everyday transactions and still maintains its original shine and details. This makes it highly desirable to collectors who are searching for well-preserved specimens to add to their collections. Even though the 1991 nickel was produced in large numbers, the coins that have been kept in pristine condition are few and far between, but that's not the only factor that could make a 1991 nickel valuable. There's also the possibility of minting errors. Minting errors are mistakes that occurred during the production process, such as double strikes, off-center punches, or the use of incorrect metals. These errors can make a coin unique, and in some cases, extremely valuable. If you find a 1991 nickel that has a noticeable minting error, it could be worth significantly more than a coin that was minted correctly. Now, let's get to the real question: how much is a 1991 5-cent coin worth? If you happen to have a 1991 nickel that's in perfect condition, or even better, one with a rare minting error, then you could be sitting on a small fortune. These coins are highly prized in the numismatic world, and collectors are willing to pay top dollar for well-preserved examples. A coin in excellent condition could fetch anywhere from a few hundred to a few $1,000s, depending on its rarity and condition. But here's the kicker: a rare 1991 nickel in exceptional condition or with an error can command a price that will make any coin collector's eyes widen. So, if you happen to have one of these rare 1991 5-cent coins in your collection, here's the exciting part. You could potentially be looking at a value of $65,000. That's right, $65,000 for a single 1991 nickel. Imagine what it would feel like to find this coin tucked away in a drawer or among your spare change. A coin worth that much could change your life, and it's a reminder that treasures often come in the smallest of packages. For those of you out there who are now rushing to check your coin collections or your change jars, remember that the condition of the coin is everything. If your 1991 nickel is well preserved, free of wear and tear, and shows little to no signs of being in circulation, you might have a true gem on your hands. And, of course, if you come across one with any minting errors or anomalies, you'll want to have it professionally graded to confirm its value. To sum it up, the 1991 5-cent coin might seem like just another nickel at first glance, but if it's in exceptional condition or features a rare minting error, it could be worth a jaw-dropping $65,000. So, take a closer look at your coins and see if you have any hidden treasures in your collection. You never know when you might stumble upon a coin that could change your financial future. Today, we're shining the spotlight on the 1992 United States 5-cent coin, the nickel. While most of us probably use these nickels without thinking twice, there's a rare and valuable 1992 version of this coin that could be worth a small fortune. In fact, you could be sitting on a real treasure without even knowing it. Stick with us as we uncover the secrets behind this rare coin, its value, and why it might just be worth a lot more than you expect. Let's first take a look at the 1992 nickel's history. By the time this coin was minted, the United States had been through significant changes in the economy, politics, and culture. The 1992 5-cent coin was part of the Jefferson nickel series, which had been in circulation since 1938. The design features Thomas Jefferson on the obverse side, a man who played a pivotal role in American history as the third president and the author of the Declaration of Independence. On the reverse side of the coin, you'll find Monticello, Jefferson's estate, which has also been an iconic feature of the Jefferson nickel design for many years. Though the 1992 nickel might seem like just another coin in the series, its story is far from ordinary. The 1990s were an era of change in the United States, and these coins were used in daily transactions by millions of people across the country. But, as time passed, many of these coins began to disappear from circulation or were damaged by daily wear and tear. And that's where the value comes in. So why is the 1992 nickel so valuable? The answer lies in the rarity of finding one in pristine, uncirculated condition. Over the years, most 1992 nickels became worn from constant handling and spending. But if you manage to find one that looks like it just came fresh from the US Mint, you could be holding onto something incredibly special. Coins that have been carefully preserved or are in near-perfect condition are highly sought after by collectors, and they can fetch prices far higher than their face value. It's not just the well-preserved coins that hold value, though. Minting errors can also make a 1992 nickel extraordinarily rare and valuable. Minting errors occur when something goes wrong during the production of the coin, whether it's a misalignment of the die, a double strike, or even an error in the metal composition. These kinds of mistakes create unique variations of the coin that can't be replicated, making them especially prized by collectors. Imagine stumbling upon a 1992 nickel with a minting error or one that's remained in excellent condition all these years. If you have such a coin, you could be sitting on a goldmine, so to speak. But how much is a 1992 nickel really worth? Well, that depends on its condition, rarity, and any potential errors it might have. While most 1992 nickels are worth just a few cents, a pristine uncirculated version or one with a minting flaw can dramatically increase in value. Now, you might be asking, how much is the rare 1992 nickel worth? Well, brace yourself. If you happen to find one of these rare gems in your collection, especially one with a rare minting error or in flawless, uncirculated condition, it could be worth an incredible $67,000. That's right, $67,000 for a single nickel. It's hard to believe that a coin worth just 5 cents could be worth so much, but that's the power of rarity, condition, and the demand from collectors. If you're wondering how to tell if your 1992 nickel is worth that kind of money, here are a few things to look for. First, inspect the coin closely. Does it look like it's been through the ringer, or does it still retain its original shine and sharp details? If it looks well preserved, that's a good sign. Next, check for any minting errors. These can sometimes be hard to spot with the naked eye, but if you see anything unusual, like a doubled image, off-center strike, or odd discoloration, it might be worth having the coin professionally graded. If you're not sure about the condition or potential value of your coin, it's always a good idea to get it professionally graded by a trusted numismatic expert. A certified grading service will evaluate your coin's authenticity, condition, and any possible minting errors, giving you an official grade and estimate of its value. You might be surprised by what you find out. In conclusion, the 1992 5-cent coin may seem like an ordinary nickel at first glance, but if it's in excellent condition or has any rare minting errors, it could be worth a stunning $67,000. So, the next time you go through your spare change or sift through your coin collection, take a closer look at your 1992 nickels. You just might find a hidden treasure that could change your life. Today, we're about to dive into the fascinating world of US coins, and we have a particularly exciting find to talk about, the 1973 United States 5-cent coin, also known as the nickel. Most people may view the nickel as just a small piece of everyday change, but did you know that this seemingly ordinary coin could be worth a lot more than you think? If you have a 1973 nickel lying around, it could be worth a small fortune. Stick with us as we explore the history, rarity, and value of the 1973 5-cent coin, and you'll find out exactly why this coin deserves your attention. Let's start by looking at the history of the 1973 nickel. By 1973, the United States was experiencing significant changes. The economy was adjusting after a period of inflation, and there was a shift in the cultural and political landscape as well. The 1970s were a time of transformation for the country, and the 1973 5-cent coin was a part of that story. The design on the 1973 nickel is part of the famous Jefferson nickel series, which has been a staple of U.S. currency since 1938. On the obverse side, the coin features a portrait of Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States and one of the most important figures in American history. Jefferson's likeness has been featured on the nickel since the coin's redesign in 1938, and it remains one of the most iconic depictions of an American president on currency. On the reverse side of the coin, you'll find an image of Monticello, Jefferson's estate in Virginia, which was a symbol of Jefferson's life and values. The design showcases Monticello as a tribute to the legacy of Jefferson and the founding of the United States. This simple yet powerful design has made the Jefferson nickel one of the most recognizable coins in American numismatics. Now, why does the 1973 nickel stand out among other coins in the series? While it may not seem any different from other nickels you come across in your change, the value of the 1973 5-cent coin is largely determined by its rarity and condition. As time goes on, many of these coins became worn down from years of circulation, which significantly lowers their value. However, coins that have been kept in pristine, uncirculated condition are highly sought after by collectors. These well-preserved coins can command much higher prices in the market, and the 1973 nickel is no exception. One of the key factors that can increase the value of a coin like the 1973 nickel is its condition. A coin that's been carefully stored, free from scratches, dents, and signs of wear, is considered uncirculated. These coins are rare because, over time, most coins in circulation show signs of use. A pristine 1973 nickel, on the other hand, is considered a gem and can fetch much higher prices, but that's not all. There are also the elusive minting errors that can make a 1973 nickel even more valuable. Minting errors occur when something goes wrong during the coin's production. This could be anything from a misalignment of the die to double strikes or off-center punches. These errors create one-of-a-kind coins that collectors absolutely covet. If you happen to have a 1973 nickel with a minting error, you could be looking at an even greater payout than for a regular uncirculated coin. It's these unique variations that turn an ordinary nickel into a rare, valuable collector's item. Now, let's get to the big question. Just how much could a 1973 nickel be worth? If you're lucky enough to have one of these rare coins in uncirculated condition, or if it happens to have a minting error, it could be worth an incredible amount of money. The market for rare and valuable coins has surged in recent years, and collectors are willing to pay top dollar for coins that stand out from the rest. If you have a 1973 nickel in pristine condition or one with an error, you could be looking at a jaw-dropping $70,000. That's right, $70,000 for a single 5-cent coin. Imagine finding one of these hidden treasures tucked away in your coin jar or in your collection. What started as a simple nickel could transform into a life-changing sum of money. So, how can you tell if your 1973 nickel is worth this kind of money? It's all about condition. If your coin looks like it's just come from the US Mint with no signs of wear and tear, that's a great start. Also, keep an eye out for any errors or abnormalities in the coin's design. Even small inconsistencies can make a huge difference in the value of the coin. And if you're not sure about the coin's condition or value, it's always worth having it professionally graded by a trusted numismatic expert. They can assess the coin's authenticity, quality, and potential worth, giving you a clear picture of just how much your coin could be worth. In conclusion, the 1973 5-cent coin might seem like just another nickel at first glance, but if you find it in uncirculated condition or with a minting error, you could be looking at a coin worth $70,000. That's the power of rarity and condition in the world of coin collecting. So, next time you come across a 1973 nickel, take a moment to examine it carefully. You never know, you might just have a rare gem on your hands. Thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. We have more exciting content coming your way, filled with valuable coin discoveries. Until next time, happy collecting, and good luck finding your next treasure.